The book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 1. At that time, Jesus went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were an hungered and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat.
Come on.
But when the Pharisees saw it.
When the Pharisees saw it. So think about this. He went through the corn. You ever seen cornfields?
Yeah.
You ever been through a cornfield? You ever been through a corn maze when they do like little fall stuff or everything like that, right?
That's pretty big.
The only way you're going to see what somebody's doing in there is if you follow them, not from the outside of the cornfield.
You got to be on the hip.
You got to be on the hip, right? See, that's the context that gets missed in this sometimes when you read that.
Right, you got to be in the hip.
Look, thank you. Put the picture. These nookers was following him.
Peek around the corner.
Children of the corn.
Through the corn to see what the heck he was doing. Right.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like they'll roll up in their car and then they won't come out solo. They'll make a phone call so that they can bring reinforcements and the cameras out and stuff like that. Right? How many times have we seen them and caught them doing that? Right?
Yeah.
We know because we professional about our ministry.
Right.
So we know what's going on.
Bring it out.
We know when you roll up, where you roll up. Right?
We got minions on
all that.
We might know what you driving.
Right.
All types of stuff like that. Right?
Don't do it.
No, but we're not malicious. So we don't act on those things.
We just keep record.
But we keep record because we got to keep ourselves safe. Who knows what you're going to do with your obsession, right?
That's right.
So go ahead, read verse 2.
But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day.
Right. They were literally following him through the freaking cornfields, right? Matthew 15 and 1.
That's crazy.
Matthew 15 and 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 1. Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread.
Right. So here's the point. They came all the way from Jerusalem to follow him to where he was.
Jesus.
So that they could antagonize him, to challenge and confront him.
Some stalkers.
Read that first verse again because people don't, this goes over people's heads.
Right.
Christ wasn't in Jerusalem here. Why does it go out of their way to say the Pharisees of Jerusalem? Because they're trying to let you know and convey these dudes followed him from Jerusalem just to confront him and antagonize him. Kind of like little vocabulary pops up in New York, Ohio,
Dallas,
and other places, right? Dallas and little things like that to try to confront. And read this from the top again.
Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were...
Sister Esther said they came all that way just to ask why they didn't wash their hands.
Right. Yeah, that's some crazy work.
And that's the stupid stuff that these damn apologists do. A little vocabulary in his verbs and nouns. Go ahead, come on.
Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread.
Oh, my goodness. Let's get John 10 and 24.
So all that traveling they did, the only thing they could bring up was why you ain't wash your hands.
Bro, they was looking for
Edifying the body?
Trifling ass, man. Trifling ass. John 10 and 24.
The book of St. John, chapter 10 and verse 24. Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly.
Right. So they surrounded him to press him for statements because they kept trying to press him on stuff. Right. Thing is, they didn't ask him these questions to learn.
Right.
They asked him to debate. They asked him to try to trip him up.
Yep.
That's exactly what the modern apologists do now. Right.
Right.
And I established what biblical apology is like, and it's not to do stuff like that, right? Remember, I said we deal with it, and then we react as needed based on the questions that come up, right?
That's right.
Showing those distinctions. They didn't do that. They were always looking for something. That's much like when they come up and they say, go up to them and ask them this. Go up to them and ask them that. Because they want to trigger something, right? They want to trigger something in us. They want to press us. They attempted to public ambushes and verbal traps. Matthew 22 and 17. Like they try to find out where we're doing an event or where we're having a blitz or something like that.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 17. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?
Come on.
But Jesus perceived their wickedness and said, Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites?
Right. So what do they do? Their questions carry hidden motives.
Right.
That's the point that I'm trying to make, right? He perceived that this wasn't a sincere question.
Right.
There was a hidden motive behind it. And that's the same tactics that they come up with, right? It's a stage thing. It's a show. You're seeing all these elements. And you tell me if they're fulfilling Christ's role or if they're fulfilling the role of the Pharisees.
Right. It goes back to Philippians, not sincerely.
Right. Not sincerely. Exactly. Get Mark 12 and 14. Mark 12 and 14.
The book of St. Mark, chapter 12 and verse 14. And when they were come, they say unto him, Master, we know that thou art true and carest for no man, for thou regardest not the person of men, but teachest the way of God in truth. Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar?
Right. So this is the same thing that we read in Matthew, but you see much more context, right? Mark heard it plainly. Right. So he wrote everything down.
Basically, he discerned that it was full of
Yeah. So Mark heard the whole conversation is what I'm saying. This is the same thing we just read in Matthew. Right. But Matthew's version of it was just kind of straight to the point.
Got you.
Mark giving all the details. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, give me a word. He said that?
Right.
Nah. Right. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead.
Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not?
Read.
Shall we give or shall we not give? But he, knowing their hypocrisy, said unto them, Why tempt ye me? Bring me a penny that I may see it.
Right. And then what did he say? Render unto Caesar what's for Caesar, right? So they pretended respect, but they sought entrapment, right? And that's how they'll do when they'll send the Herodians, right? They'll try to come up in a respectful manner, right? And be deceitful behind it.
Hey, can we please get Luke chapter 20 and verse 19?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. I'm going to show you the same account, or not the same account, it's a similar account in the book of Luke. Watch how he describes how they were.
Right.
Let's start at verse 19.
And before I move on from showing all this, I see that you guys put up the picture of the flyer. I want to say that. Actually, when Asher's done, I'm going to say it because I'm going to forget my thought because I just thought of something as you put it up on the screen.
Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 20 and verse 19.
Matter of fact, start at 18 real quick.
Verse 18.
This is a parable Christ gave. Watch this.
Whosoever shall fall upon that stone,
Meaning whosoever shall try to seek to kill Christ, the stone is Christ. Go ahead.
shall be broken.
The Lord said he going to kill him. Go ahead.
But on whomsoever it shall fall,
Meaning when he returns, Christ returns. Go ahead.
it will grind him to powder.
Meaning he's going to destroy them. So watch this, verse 19.
And the chief priests and the scribes the same hour sought to lay hands on him.
So they got upset. Go ahead.
And they feared the people.
But they feared the people. Why? Because we have a large following. Just like those that tried to do evil against John the Baptist, he had a large following. So they feared him because they knew that he was a prophet, just like they know that we're prophets. Go ahead.
For they perceived that he had spoken this parable against them.
Against the Pharisees. Watch 20 now.
And they watched him.
And they watched him.
And sent forth spies.
They sent forth the little vocabulary spies. Go ahead.
Which should feign themselves.
Which shall feign themselves, meaning this is not true. This is a geis. It's like when you're at camp and then one of the random guy comes up. You could just tell if you discern it right. He comes up and he's kind of just standing there listening. Then he goes, hey, can we go to Romans chapter 10 and verse blah, blah, blah?
All out the blue.
Right? But at the first, he's just listening. He's nodding his head like this, as if he's there to learn. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on. While y'all in there, get a picture of our flyer. I want to make a comparison to his brochure and our flyers. And I'm going to prove my point even more about Christ and the Pharisees.
That's right. 20 again.
And they watched him.
So they watched him.
And sent forth spies.
They
The
sent
image of
forth
Christ
their
one.
spies.
I want the image of Christ flyer specifically. It just popped in my head as I saw this.
And that let you know also, they send forth spies where we're at teaching, and they send forth spies even in the congregations. I'm telling you, they in there. Go ahead.
Which should feign themselves just men.
They're going to play the part for a while. Go ahead.
That they might take hold of his words.
They might take hold of their words. Go ahead.
That so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor.
So really, the end all be all, their whole objective is really to bring us unto turmoil. We know that's not going to happen, but their whole objective is to see us destroyed. That's not what a true apologist does. As Deacon just explained, a true apologist is set for the defense of the gospel.
Hey, and I'm going to show you. So show their flyer side by side with our flyer, right? Okay. And make sure that we could see the image of Christ, right? Yeah, that's good. You could do it just like that so we can still see the words. Perfect. There we go, right?
Interesting.
So they have these little flyers, that little vocabulary created, him and his verbs and nouns. And think about it. Set in defense of the gospel so that we can gain souls and fill God's house, like we read in Luke, right?
Right.
Or be contrary and antagonistic. I like both these flyers. I wanted these specifically. Why? Because they both have the true image of Christ
Right.
on them, right?
Yep.
True illustration of Christ. I'll say that. Okay. Our flyer has the true illustration of Christ to show what? Where in the scriptures Christ is reflected that way.
Yep.
To edify and give knowledge to the people that the Apostle Paul warned us about false teachings and this and that.
Yep.
Their flyer is an entrapment to get you into what?
Right.
They use the same image, same context, right? He thought he was brilliant, little vocabulary. Oh, I'm going to use their same image against them, not realizing that pharisaical spirit that he
Yep.
was walking in. Because when you open this up, in the pages inside, it's all the stuff that you just brought out, all the scriptures that we've been bringing out, stuff to try to entrap us. Tell me how that flyer is a flyer that's to edify and bring people to the truth. It's not. His brochure is what? To try to refute what we're bringing out.
Right.
Our flyer is to gain people. His flyer is to divide people.
Right.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.